The PlayStation 2 needs no introduction. You've used one, owned one, or known someone who's owned one guaranteed. It's the ultimate 6th-gen gaming machine as far as I'm concerned, and you're not gonna find a more varied video game library on offer. I have 5 of them. Why? I don't know either, but look at them. I love the PS2. I've been playing it non-stop since I was 5 years old, and this black one here is that childhood model I got back in Christmas of '02. It's seen some better days and needs some TLC for sure, but it outlasted 2 Xbox 360s and 2 PS3s. Whenever I'd get that dreaded red ring, the PS2 was there for me. Now, remember what I said about there being a butt ton of games for this system? I wasn't joking. There's thousands. Today we're going to be focusing on the racing titles though. I've had to narrow it down to the 5 best because if I was going to talk about them all, well, we'd be here all day. So, without further ado, here is the top 5 racing games on the PlayStation 2. Number 5, Midnight Club 2. Who said you need real-world cars to make a better racing game? Midnight Club 2 accomplishes this feat with nary a recognizable car in tow. Easily one of the most challenging racing games ever made, MC2 is a ruthless racer with a foot cemented on the gas pedal from the first to the last second of this 3-city career mode. Add that in with a soundtrack full of deafening techno goodness and complex multi-level races and you've got yourself a recipe for success. Now I realize I didn't touch on the characters in my review of this game, and while a lot of people find them annoying, I think they're great. I love hearing them try to shit-talk you into submission while you're driving. Yes, there's stereotypes, but that's part of the charm. It adds to the incredible atmosphere of the game, and while the plot is barely there, I don't know, something about paying the Yakuza back, I'd rather have something than nothing. Plus, what other game can you think of where you can use the Louvre in Paris as a ramp? I've already said plenty about this game in my review, so if you want to hear more about MC2, I'd check that video out after this one. Number 4. Burnout 3 Takedown. Sometimes it feels like I'll go to my grave waiting on another Burnout game, but if we ever get one, I hope it's more like 3 than Paradise, because this is the true pinnacle of the franchise. Burnout 3 was made at a time just before every game got that ugly next-gen brown filter plastered all over it, and this game is vivid as hell because of it. It's absolutely beautiful from top to bottom, with lush green foliage and blue skies you can only dream of. It also doesn't take itself too seriously. It makes every takedown an occasion. It even snaps a photo for you. Though be wary, you're not immune to turning into a heap of scrap metal yourself. But the game has you covered with a new mechanic called Aftertouch Takedown, where the game slows down and you can hear the souls of those you've killed screaming in agony. It's pretty gnarly, dude. It shows its age like any 20-year-old game does, but speed has never felt better than when you're trading paint on Silver Lake. Give me this over free roam any day. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Paradise fanboys. 3 is just simply better. Number 3, Gran Turismo 4. Alright, here it is, the big daddy of modern simulation-style racing games. Few have come close to the amount on offer here. Over 700 cars, dozens of manufacturers, over 50 tracks, a photo mode, 24-hour endurance races, manufacturer races, country races, this game has it all. While it shed its coat of orange paint in exchange for a more boring feel, what's on offer here more than makes up for its stylistic shortcomings. It's a behemoth of this game even to this day, and it mesmerizes me that this all fit onto a simple DVD, no installation needed. Plus, the game is just flat out gorgeous. Honestly, the fact that this PS2 wasn't stronger is a tragedy for this game, because it easily could have been an early PS3 title. If it's good enough for Jeremy Clarkson, it's good enough for me. While personally, I'd say I prefer 3 just because of the simpler car control and overall game design, Gran Turismo 4 is by all accounts the better racer. Number 2, Need for Speed Most Wanted. How have they not gotten police chases correct since this game? Easily the best in the NFS franchise if you ask me. Most Wanted has the best map, best soundtrack, and best controls of any of the PS2 Need for Speed games. Underground might have had better customization, but find me on the streets of Rockport any day over Bayview. The racing on offer here isn't anything to write home about, but it serves its purpose, and the map design encourages you to never take your finger off of the X button. The real star of this game comes in form of hands down the best police chases you could find on any platform. The music kicks in and you're off to the races, dodging roadblocks with spike strips, helicopters, and ruthless AI. Don't forget to blink because it can be hard to avert your eyes even for a second. Personally, I like gunning it down the highway and racking up as much bounty as I possibly can. Its mixture of high-speed racing plus ludicrously fun police chases make this one of the best all-around racing games of all time. Number 1. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, the remix version. You know, there's so much that I want to say about this game that I can't put into an abridged few sentences. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Leave it up to Rockstar to close the chapter on the 6th generation of racing games. Nobody could have done it better. You don't need pesky barriers confining you to a track. You're left to your own devices. Licensed vehicles make their first appearance in the series here, and with the remix version, you've got yourself a delicious greatest hits of just about any car you can ask for. There's 4 cities you could race in, including Tokyo from the second game, all sporting great detail. Add in new abilities like Zone, which allows you to slow down the gameplay for those tight turns, and you've got yourself a deal. I love this game to death. If you ask me, no game has a better sense of speed. It's impossible to not have your eyes glued to the screen in this game. An absolute triumph to the 6th generation, and an absolute high point for arcade racers, the heights of which haven't been touched since. I don't care how good Forza Horizon 5 is, it's no Midnight Club 3. If I had the balls, this section of the video would be half an hour long, but you're not here for a review. The bottom line is this. If you have access to either a PS2 or an Xbox, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix is an absolute must-have. Rockstar Games is frankly a bunch of idiots for keeping this IP in hibernation. And with that, I leave you with the best racing game ever, let alone on the PS2. So, what are your thoughts? Are any of these games in your top 5? Let me know in the comments down below. Obviously, there's dozens of good races I could have picked from, so I'm sorry if yours didn't make my list. I'd love to hear your feedback, so if you could please like and comment, tell me your thoughts. And with that, I hope you have a good day.